Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blogs. So let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all.
All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It was like you could hear it all throughout the store.
This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? All right, Roxstars, I'm in a hurry as usual. I got to get to a training, so we got to get through these topics. I got a lot of them today. First up, you guys, let's talk about Hurricane Debby that hit Florida. I believe it hit Florida either this morning or was it yesterday afternoon. It was a hurricane, Category 1 hurricane that once it was going to hit land, it was going to turn into a tropical storm. However, a very strong wind and rain presence in this tropical storm. Yeah, it said it hit Monday morning, Category 1, but still very, very bad. Okay, I would imagine nobody wants to be in any hurricane. And really, tropical storms are starting to get to be so consistent. I'm willing to bet people won't want to be in those either. Thank goodness here in Georgia, in Atlanta anyway, because we're up in northern Georgia, we will miss the brunt of the bad weather. Actually here in Atlanta, it's been nice. It's been windy. It's been a little cooler. And when I say a little cooler, it's upper, lower 90s as opposed to like 99, 98 degrees. It's been like 91, 90 degrees and maybe a little bit of rain, but nothing like our neighbors down south, Savannah, Charleston. They're getting very bad weather. They're saying that they're going to get devastating rain. I think they said 20 inches. I think they said 20 inches of rain, like in one fell swoop. Okay. Which is, you already know that there's going to be some pretty devastating flooding going on there. Even here in Atlanta, we have gotten so much rain this summer. They said that already this summer season, we've gotten 12 inches of rain. That's unheard of in some places in LA. They lucky if they get a couple of inches of rain a year, and then we've got us. So it has been, this summer has just been a bummer because of the rain. But I thank God that I'm not, in places where this hurricane could be even more severe. They say that it's going to hit like where Savannah is, and then it's going to go back over the water and it's going to go up the coast. And then, the regular route that it normally goes, it goes up the coast. And I'm believing that they're hoping that it will lose strength as it goes up. I guess it's hard to tell what it's going to do once it gets over the water. Sometimes it picks up speed, other times it doesn't. But they said that this hurricane is pretty bad because it is very slow moving. They said it's only moving 8 miles per hour, so it is staying over like land for a long time and doing a lot of damage in that time. To my rock stars down there in Florida, down in Savannah area, Charleston, and as it goes up the coast, I'm hoping that you guys are all being safe out there and took whatever precautions that you need to take. We all need to have a flood plan. We all need to have like a hurricane and tornado plan. If you're living on this side of the country anyway, you need to have something in place because they're becoming more and more frequent. But yeah, like I said, here in Atlanta, I feel bad for saying it, but it has actually made our weather more bearable, because I promise you it's been an awful summer. Just rain. It's gonna rain every day. At some point in the day it's going to rain. I think the last 2 days it hasn't rained, but yeah, so I am just shouting out to all of my rock stars down in Florida. Like I said, everybody that's on that path, you guys stay safe out there. Okay, next story. All right, you guys, I'm gonna give you guys a real quick 1-2 on the Olympics. Because I've been enjoying the Olympics. Are you guys like me and watching pretty much every single sport that comes? I promise you, my channel has not turned from NBC, except for the mornings that I watch Kelly and Mark, and I watch Let's Make a Deal, and I watch Price is Right. And then after that, when I'm home during the week. And then after that, it's the Olympics all the rest of the day and night, you guys. And I have just been enjoying it so much. I told you guys what my sports were, which was gymnastics, which was swimming, which was track. Track finally got started, and to a lot of controversy, didn't they? I mean, did you guys see that we had a couple of Jamaicans that had pulled out of the race? We had Sherry Ann Fraser-Price. She pulled out originally when they were getting to the semifinals on the, was it the 200? No, it was on the 100-meter semifinals. This was the, you know, they are sprinters. So her and Sha'Carri running that race together. And of course, there's always been a big rivalry between the U.S. and the Jamaicans, you know, so everybody was looking forward to seeing that race. And then we saw that she pulled out. Didn't really give any reason why she pulled out. I've read plenty of different opinions and, you know, but I don't know if anything has been confirmed. You guys can, you know, correct me if it hasn't been done, but I have heard everything from, well, what we do know that happened is that apparently there were some rules that were made that people who weren't staying in the homes or in the lodging that was provided for the athletes, if they weren't staying in this lodging, then a lot of the people did not get this information. But apparently you had to have arrived at the stadium with the rest of the people that were coming from the lodging that they had. And apparently Sha'Carri and Sherry Ann and a bunch of other people are not staying in those places, so they did not know. So when they showed up at the stadium for warm up, they weren't provided entry, and it held her up and Sha'Carri up as well. Apparently Sha'Carri was able to get in eventually. I don't believe that Sherry Ann was able to, or she, you know, it took a while for her to get in there, and I don't know. I'm just going from my assumption, but if something like that happened where you got to have your mental space, your head space right, plus people will tell you, you know, you have to warm up as a runner. You have to warm up. You can't just get out there on the field and start running. Okay. And so she probably missed a lot of her practice, probably missed a lot of her warm up, probably was pissed, probably couldn't get her mental together. You know, that was like something that I had assumed. But I also had read that she had pulled a hamstring, and she, you know, didn't want to damage it any further. People were bummed though, because apparently this was going to be her last Olympics. This was going to be her last run, you know, and so they wanted to see her, you know, see her out. But, but she ended up pulling out. Also, we had Shericka Jackson. She pulled out of the 200 meters final. And again, we don't really have any reason why. I've heard a lot of different reasons why, but so far nothing has been really confirmed. We've even had people say that, you know, once they realized that they weren't going to be able to win, you know, they pulled out, which is, I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, they are competitors, you know, they compete all the time. So this is an environment they're used to, whether they win or lose. You know, this is an environment that they thrive in and that they do. So I can't see them just pulling out because they're afraid that they're going to lose. Like, that's stupid talk, you know. But it is what's going on out there, and it is what some people are saying out there. But yeah, track has been good. You know, I saw Sha'Carri, and when she won the 100 meters, she won silver. She came in second to St. Lucian runner. What's her name? Alfred. What's her name? Alfred. Did I put it in here? You guys know who I'm talking about, though. I sure hate that I don't have her name, child. I know it's going to come to me later. But anyway, this is the first medal, Olympic medal for the St. Lucian country. If you guys saw the video of when she was running and they had showed like back at home while all the people in the town, in the city, were like looking at it on the Jumbotron, and how they were celebrating like they all won. You guys just don't understand how representation really means a lot. You know, when you actually have somebody out there that is representing you, your country, somebody you can be proud of, you know, and then somebody to win the, not just any medal, you know, that wins the gold. Good for her. What is her name? You got Julian Alfred. Child, that was going to get on my nerves. But anyway, so yeah, it's been great. It's been a lot of highs and lows. You know, we've been watching the men. I love to watch the men runners. Not that I don't really have a love for the one. What's the boy name that won? What's his name, child? Look, you like Roxanne. When did you put these notes together? I put the notes together yesterday, so I don't remember what I wrote. But you know, the black guy who said that he's dyslexic and he's this and he's that, he won. I'm not doing a very good job of this, but the black guy who had his nails painted, that Dwayne Wade had said, you know, he has his nails painted and y'all say something. Honey, they gonna say something. We don't need you to tell anybody to say anything. You know, somebody gonna say something about his nails, but he has asthma, you know, he's this, he's that, but he won. Something about him. You know, good for him that he won, but something about him rubs me a little bit like, okay, but the rest of the men, y'all, but you know what, good for him that he won, okay, because he is representing USA, so let me first say that. But some of the rest of them men, honey, they was all fine. Jamaican, honey, what was that other one in the light blue? Oh, just nice running on down there. I don't care what they running, the 100, the 200, the 400, the relays. Them men's is beautiful. That is a nice body, and they seem like they're getting thicker and thicker. I'm telling you, the track runners used to be so much more slender, but now they just real solid, muscular, strong with Skrent, Skrent. Just as beautiful as can be, you guys. But yeah, so we've been enjoying it. You guys saw the high vaulter, the high vault jumper man who knocked the pole down with his ding ding. Child, I got a good little giggle about that. I was like, I'm gonna need you to put a jock strap on, sir. I'm gonna need you to do that. And then they kept showing it in slow motion, and you just see the thing like boing, yoing, yoing, yoing. Boy, you did that. So yeah, been enjoying the track, enjoying the swimming. You know, not as many black folks representing, but that's okay, because we still love our favorites. That guy's name is Ryan Murphy. And I was just like, why? Because isn't there a Ryan Murphy that's also a producer? But I think this guy that I was trying to tell you guys about last week is Ryan Murphy. But anyway, Katie Ledecky, you guys, I mean, just amazing. I mean, if you see that girl swim and the way she turns on the turbo jets right when she needs to, it's amazing to see how people can swim that quickly, you know. So I've been enjoying her. She is now the most decorated Olympian female, I know you guys don't like that word, female woman athlete, has the most awards. I mean, most medals, okay? And then the man that has the most medals is Michael Phelps. He has 23. All right, and then you drop it all the way down to Ledecky, who's like at 14, I think now, which is no easy feat. She's been in four Olympics, they said. This is her fourth and most likely her last one. I'd said she was 29, but she's actually 27. And just highly decorated. And she seems like a good spirit. I just enjoy her whenever she talks. You know, she just seems like a cool girl. And I just love her. But watching the diving, you know, I didn't get to see any of the synchronized swimmers this year. Or the synchronized, do they still have synchronized swimming? No, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't have they have synchronized diving, and I have watched that. And you know what else they don't have in the Olympics? They don't have the ribbon thing anymore, because I guess because gymnastics has become way more of a sport, like a it's not all about the beauty and the fluidity of the person dancing and jumping and doing tumbles and stuff. Now it is a power sport. Okay. Those girls, if you guys have seen the videos that have been going around of people that were doing gymnastics, even back in the 80s, it's totally different than what they are doing today. Okay. Those girls in the 80s, you know, we respect them, and, you know, but as time goes on, the sport gets more evolved, and people come up with more and more stunts, and it just becomes something else. And honey, them little cartwheels that they was doing back in the 80s, I mean, I still couldn't do it, because I ain't never been able to do a backflip. I don't have strong arms, like, I just don't, but I can kick the hell out some fucking body. Okay. But yeah, these arms are just as weak as can be. But that stuff that they was doing, I was just like, what? Y'all was getting away with it, huh? And then they showed how Dominique Dawes was the one who had did that tumble. I mean, the flips where she flip this way and then again flip back that way. They ended up taking that out of the Olympics as well because, well, they said that it was dangerous. Okay, but I've heard people say that was because some of the others' persuasion were not able to do it. Okay, so they took that out. I don't know if that's true or false, but definitely been enjoying the gymnastics. They have so many different things that they are competing for in gymnastics. Okay, because we have the Team USA, and then they all have their individuals and their different you know, what they are good at, whether it's the beam, whether it is the uneven bars, whether it's on the floor, you know, it's all these different things. I mean, I swear I have seen Simone Biles a million times out there doing it. I mean, we've seen them do these routines so much that you know the routine. Okay, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I've been enjoying it, seeing Simone just kill it. And finally yesterday, I think that they just tired. You know, I think that other than their body, you know, having to compete like this, it is a toll on them emotionally. It's physical toll. It's a mental toll, you know, for you to try to stay in the zone. Some people it's probably easier for them than others. Like Simone was saying, you know, she hasn't really had much competition where she worries that like she has this season. So it's actually made, I mean, this Olympics. So it's actually made the Olympics even more exciting for her because Rebecca Andrade, how you say the girl's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, from Rio, Brazil. She is hot on that girl's tail. And really, honestly, even if you win the silver right under Simone Biles, bitch, you done won the gold. Okay, you still done won the gold, because when you talk about the person that you have to go up against, if Simone wasn't there, we know that Rebecca most likely would have been the gold winner for many of those competitions. Or, you know, as far as the individuals were concerned anyway. But yeah, it's been great to see, and it's been great to see the camaraderie and the support between the women, all from different countries. Like I told you guys last week, it's a lot of little black girls in there now. You know, not little, they're grown. Well, some of them aren't. Some of them are younger. One of the girls on Team USA is like 16 years old, so she's got a bright future ahead of her. But, you know, it is good to see that these girls all genuinely, maybe some more than others, I'm not naive, you guys, but you know, there are people there that are definitely supportive. They love the sport. They like the competition. They love to see other people doing it as well. As far as Simone is concerned anyway, the fact that Simone has given Rebecca that confirmation that, yeah, she was a little worried about her. Like, yeah, she was hot on her tail, you know, and that made her even work harder. They brought out the best in each other. And whenever you get co-signed by Simone Biles as a gymnast, then I think that people will look at you as almost a damn gold winner too. You know, I mean, she did win the gold. She won the gold on, was it the beams or is it the uneven bars? I don't remember. Child, it's so many damn competitions. But when she won the gold, Simone won the silver, and Jordan won the bronze. And you guys saw how they did the little bow over and everything. I just loved it. I love to see that kind of thing because it doesn't have to be catty. Even though that poor girl that thought she had won and she had got knocked out by Jordan because they, at the very last minute, Jordan's coaches challenged something because there was a part of her routine that wasn't being judged and it was bringing her score down. So they challenged it and they realized their error, and she ended up getting bronze. And honey, that poor child that was thinking she was about to get that bronze, oh, she was sick. She was crying. I felt so bad for her. I was like, I know she want to say the N word. I know she. Anyway, but yeah, so been loving all of that. But child, I sat up there and watched whitewater rafting last night, and I was like, look at them go, child. They done created this whole big water rafting thing, and the people, and they had to do all of these different stunts. And did you see they had to turn a boat completely around under the water and come up under the rope? I was like, y'all doing too much. Bitch, y'all doing all kind of shit up in this stuff. But definitely enjoying it, even enjoying volleyball, although I do like to look at just the doubles of volleyball, not necessarily the team, but I like watching the two blonde girls. You guys seen them? I don't know what their names are, but one is real tall, and then there was another girl, she's also blonde, who's probably just average height. That the other girl just looks like she's like 6 something, 6'2", 6'3". But I love the fact that they hold hands. You know, they like hold hands and walk out to the thing, and then, you know, every now and then they'll hold hands, and I was just like, oh, I just love it, y'all. Y'all know Rocky is a girl's girl. I love to see it. I love to see it. How have you guys been loving the Olympics? Have you been watching? Because if you like me, bitch, you watching that shit, and then you watch, if you home all day, you watching it again at night. Because I just keep on seeing it, you guys. I'm gonna be really sad when the Olympics is over. It's gonna really feel like, I don't know, I wonder why it feels different this time than other times. I mean, I ain't never been into the Olympics quite like I have been this year. But you know what? Last Olympics, the Summer Olympics anyway, because it was COVID and it wasn't the same. The stadiums was empty. There was no audience. You know, it was just like just watching these people compete, and it just wasn't fun. So this has been a fun Olympics to watch. So yeah, you guys let me know what you guys have been enjoying about the Olympics there. Did you guys see that Serena, this is a side note, but Serena this morning when I woke up, I saw that she was upset with the Peninsula Paris. Every little breeze. Anyway, child, she had went to this restaurant and apparently they had denied her entry. And so she was like, wow, I've been turned down from even better establishments, but never with my children. You know, like she couldn't believe that they didn't let her in. And I was just like, okay, Serena, girl, I'm gonna need the full story on what happened here. Did you have a reservation? That's gonna be the first question. Because while we love Serena, we do. We love Serena. She's even Olympic champion herself, you know, so she does deserve all the accolades. You know what? Some restaurants are not willing to push any of their other paying customers aside for a big time celebrity that comes in at the last minute without any reservation. Even though the restaurant ended up coming back out on Twitter and saying how they apologized, you know, that the person that, you know, she had spoke to when she got there just did not recognize her. I was just like, same. That's not nice. Bitch, we've been saying that for some years now. They were just like, we would love to have you next time. It's just that, you know, the section that you saw was closed. And, you know, they started explaining what it was. But I was just like, again, the question is going to be whether or not you have a reservation. You know, you can't be mad at restaurants who do not pull their customers from something just so that a big time celebrity could come there. Actually, I feel better about a restaurant knowing that they don't do something like that, because I would have been pissed if I was the one that they told me, oh, we had somebody else of more importance and more stature come in here and take your table. You know, when you put it like that, Serena, maybe, you know, I'm sure you got assistants and stuff. Somebody could have made a reservation, made sure you and your family went there, you know. So y'all let me know what you think about that, because when I read that, I was just like, that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way. I don't think this is the way that Serena wanted to rub me. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that, because to me it screams entitled. Okay, but that's all I got on the update right now for the Olympics. Let me see, do I got anything else? Yeah, that's it, what I got. We'll see on the next top of the blogs, you know, if I can give y'all a little bit more. Oh, before I stop, I didn't even talk about Sha'Carri, did I? Child, on this memory, don't give me the line. But if I did talk about her, let me just say that I didn't like the fact that people were trying to make her feel like she didn't win anything because she didn't win the gold. And while we all want to win the gold all the time, that does not mean that when you win silver and when you win bronze that you haven't really done anything, because all of these are elite level runners and sprinters and you know, gymnasts and swimmers and tennis players, and all of them are elite level. So just the fact that they made it there, okay, at least when it comes to the United States, because there's a lot of talent here. You know, it might not be the same for smaller countries, but when you have the United States, there's a lot of competition. It is hard work to get to that place. Then she's still a winner. So I don't want to hear people saying, she ain't won. She didn't. No, she definitely won. Most of us wouldn't even have been at the fucking Olympics. Okay. And when I say most, I mean like 98% of us. All right. So y'all get off the girl's back. I even felt like she was like feeling away when she didn't win. And I was like, no, Sha'Carri, you need to enjoy this win, girl. You worked hard, you know, and I already told you guys what happened before they got in the race. That could have been something that took her out of her head or not. But even still, you know, somebody gonna win, somebody gonna come in second, somebody gonna come in third, you know. So it's just, it is what it is. But you guys get off of Sha'Carri's back, because like I said, you can't do what she does. Okay, most of you can't, including myself. Okay, so give her a break. All right, I'm gonna get off of it. Okay, next story. All right, you guys. So, did you guys notice over the weekend that we found out Latoya Luckett got married, child? I said, what? I said, this girl done stuck and hung around Toya so much, little Toya out here, Regine's mama. Child, she done hung around her so much that she done got whatever Toya got then rubbed off on this Latoya. Because now we see that she done got married again for the third time. All right, I said, honey, Latoya gonna keep her a husband, baby. She gonna keep her a husband. And we were shocked, though, because we did not know that she was even in a relationship. Not that we supposed to know or anything, but, you know, we see Latoya pretty often, and she was able to keep that relationship seriously under wraps. Okay, but she did get married. She had a big spread in Essence magazine. They posted the picture. She got married on July 27th. They did a spread, like I said, in the magazine, and they posted the pictures on Instagram over the weekend. So everybody was just like, bitch, what that mean? We ain't even knew. Who is this man? This man is Talio Coles of Houston, Texas. Okay. They had this huge lavish wedding, somewhere around 200 guests. And she was all of the blushing bride. Very, very beautiful. He's a good looking man. They make a good looking couple. Okay. So I was happy for her. You know who wasn't that happy for her, though? The old hating ass ex-husband number 2. Okay, Tamacus Walker. You guys remember him. We saw him on the reality show, how he treated her like shit. Okay, listen, I realize that on reality shows, you can be edited wrong. You can be edited so that the people really don't like you. I mean, there are ways that the camera can make you look worse than you really are. But in this case, in that man's case, he was an asshole. He was just an asshole. They, you know, because he was saying the words and doing the things that make you say that this person is an asshole. And he treated her really, really bad. Okay. He was, I don't know what his problem was. And it was funny because I didn't really watch the show that they were on together, but I happened to watch their parts of the show because I had become invested in it, because I just was like, this man can't be serious the way that he is, child. They was going to counseling, to go meet with, Gray, is that his name? The one who was having his own issues. Him and his wife was counseling them. I was like, that might have been the problem right there, child. That might have been the problem. But he was just an ass. He was almost jealous of her. Like, the nicer that she would try to be, he was just be an asshole. He would leave town. He wouldn't tell her where he was going or when he was coming back. You know, he was just tripping. I don't know what the fuck was his problem, but he was awful. And I was just like, girl, you know, you can do so much better. As a matter of fact, by yourself would be better than being with this nigga here. Okay? And eventually they broke up because it was very clear that it wasn't going to work, you know. And like I said, we thought that she'd been single over there just living her life. As a matter of fact, I kind of thought that maybe her and Slim Thug was trying to get something going back. But, you know, that might have just been wishful thinking. I always thought they were a cute little couple. But no, you guys, that's not what the case was. She, like I said, she was with Taleo Coles. Okay? But that hating ass ex-husband, Tomicus Walker. Yeah, I know a hurt nigga when I see one, baby. And he been hurt all this weekend, child. He had posted a picture of Tom Brady with his 3 Super Bowl rings. Okay? And he had some snarky little comment about 3 rings in 7 years or something like that. And then he also posted a video of him on some boat, like smoking a cigar and just saying how blessed he was. And nigga, if you was happy, you moved on, not thinking about Latoya, you wouldn't even have taken the time to post any of that shit. You couldn't even have been bothered with it. Okay, the fact that you had to do 2 posts. Oh, nigga, we know you bothered. We know you hurt. We know you mad. All right? And it's all because of you. It's all because of the way you acted and treated that girl. Even if the relationship wasn't working out, the way that you was treating that girl was just unreal. And at some point, nigga, you need to just say, bitch, I don't like you no more. Okay? But all that shit you was doing had her coming, not knowing if she was coming from left or right or wrong. And you just too much, you know? So when he posted that, I was just like, yeah. Keep on saying you blessed and everything, nigga. You got too much time to be taken out fooling with Latoya and what she got going on over there. You's hurt. You's hurt. But did you guys see? She looked really, really pretty. Okay. What happened to her first husband? What was his name? Rob Hill? Was that his name? What happened to him? Y'all remember he was like a relationship guru type? And them two got married, and then 2 months later, baby, they was done. I was like, I mean, honey, she must have got in there and was like, what the fuck did I do? She turned around and got the hell out of there, and then he disappeared. And then that other one showed up. What's his name? Jackson, the one that was married to the Helmet of Salvation. Yeah. He took over, but Rob used to be on them very same things. Not quite as annoying as Derek was, but let's listen. It's either gonna be 3 strikes you out or what? 3rd time's a charm. So let's hope that this one works out for her. She always, you know, you always look happy on your wedding day. I mean, you're supposed to anyway. So can't really go by that. But, you know, let's hope that this time, you know, she knew exactly what she did not need. And she got the opposite of that. Congratulations to the happy couple. All right, you guys, that is it for that. Okay, make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars.